Well, good day, blokes and Sheilas. Nice to have you with us today. We're going to explain how did the English colonization of Australia lead to their language and their religion. Well, if you recall, you American students, you'll remember that the English lost their colonies, the 13 colonies in the United States of America. And when they lost their colonies in the United States of America, they needed a place to do two things. They needed a place for raw natural resources, and they also needed a place to put their prisoners. And Australia was the perfect place. It had not been claimed by any European power, so round about the time of the American Revolution, 1780s, they start exploring around Australia. The English do, the British, the people from the United Kingdom, it's all the same people. And well, guess what? When they got there, what language do you think they made people speak? You guessed it, English, because they spoke English. What religion do you think most people from Australia are? The same religion as the English people? You got it. There's not a whole lot of Catholics on the island of Australia, but there's a lot of Protestants. Why are there a lot of Protestants? Because the English brought Protestantism with them and made most of the Aborigines either speak English or be a Protestant. The English were all about it. So there you go. That's how it happened. And if you're confused by the Australian accent, which I, by my own admission, is not very good at all, but it's better than yours, I'll speak in English. Normal English. American English. So I'm just going to repeat myself. The Australians speak English still to this day because they were colonized by people who spoke English. The reason you speak English is because this land was once a colony of the British Empire and all their people spoke English. It impacted their religion as well because the English were Protestant and not Catholic like the rest of Europe. The rest of the Europeans basically at this time, 1700s, 1600s, were Catholic. Not the English though. The English are Protestant. They're Christian, but they're just not Catholic. And so, when you go to Australia, what's the predominant religion there? Protestant Christianity. Why is that? You can go back to history and find out the answer. The reason is because the people who colonized Australia were Protestant Christians. You need to be able to put that in your own words when you are answering this question. And if you don't understand it, rewind, pause, do what you got to do. Write down some notes. I just said a bunch of notes that you could write down. So when you're pausing the video, you write down your own notes. It will look like this. The English, the British spoke English, passed it to the Australians. Okay, same thing with the religion note. Okay, you can make that for your own good. And remember, you can use your notes for the quizzes that we have in class, so make sure you're taking good notes. Alright, thank you for watching. Thanks for coming. Good day, mates. I don't know if they say made. Did they say made in Australia? I don't know.